The Grammy Awards. Yes, I know I said I hate the Grammy Awards and I don't even like talking about it, but Eddie Trunk posted something today that was so freaking good and it got my batteries recharged to talk about this. And the question is this: is it just a fluke that the Grammys ignore or give the middle finger to rock and metal, or is this a symptom of a much larger issue? We're going to talk about it. Stick around. You're listening to the Ludini Rock and Roll Circus, changing rock history one podcast at a time. All right, everybody, welcome back to the Ludini Rock and Roll Circus. My name is Lou Lombardi, a.k.a. Ludini. Ludini, that's me. You can go to LudiniRockandRollCircus.com for all your Ludini needs. I keep forgetting to mention this, but there is merchandise there, and more cool, neater, more interesting merchandise is very soon to be available on our Patreon. We're getting ready to launch that. I want to do it this week, probably going to be next week. My team is getting everything set up for you, so be looking for that. But anyways, LudiniRockandRollCircus.com is the website. Please check back often for cool podcasts like this one, my daily show, my Rockin' Rant, which you're about to hear in a second, as well as we go live on Facebook on Rock Rage Radio Live. That gets edited down and put together and goes up on Rock Rage Radio. So please subscribe to Rock Rage Radio. Get the app at rockrageradio.com. I do not promote those guys enough, but they are huge in keeping great rock alive. So we're going to be talking about this. So speaking of keeping great rock alive, I talked yesterday about, Greta Van Fleet winning the Grammy and how I, really kind of think that the Grammys are kind of total BS. They didn't even televise the rock portion. I didn't know this, because I just won't watch it. I just think it's dumb. They didn't televise the rock or metal. I mean, they treated it like the spoken words stuff, like, just totally ridiculous when you wouldn't have anything if it wasn't for rock and metal. Also, Eddie Trunk talked about this, and we're going to put a link down here. He said it way better than I could, so I don't want to go into too much detail, but I want to kind of piggyback off a little bit of what he said. We'll put links in all the show notes and below the YouTube here to so you can listen to what Eddie had to say about it. But to take it a little bit further, rock and metal are not dead. These are huge genres that people still love, and there's great music coming out. I mean, if you would listen to my show and listen to Electric Monkey Radio and Rock Rage Radio, and you follow Metal Devastation, stuff like that, I can give you guys, in fact, I'll do a show on where you can go and find stuff. There's a lot, you follow certain Spotify playlists and YouTube playlists. There's literally great rock and metal coming out literally every day. Good stuff. There's a lot of garbage that comes out, but there's good stuff that comes out literally every day. And it is not dead. There, people in the trenches, people in the real world, when I put real in air quotes there, meaning people that are music enthusiasts that really love music, they're not even paying attention to the radio. It's just it's completely irrelevant. They're probably like me, most of them are just maybe catching the radio in passing. They're not even, they're listening to podcasts and Rock Rage Radio and things like that. That's where they're getting their musical nourishment. They're not getting it from corporate media at all. It's the same way. And this is the same way with the film industry. This is the same way with television. The big corporations, the CBS, ABC, NBC, CNN, Fox, MSN, all that, PBS, none of that is relevant to most people. Most people nowadays are going to the internet to get whatever news, information on social situations. You're even getting your weather from there. Do you even know, when I was a kid, knowing who the local weatherman was, it was like a big thing. Nobody cares or knows, because people are going out and doing it for themselves. So the corptocracy is completely disconnected from the real, what people are really doing. And the Grammys are just total, like, emperor has no clothes. You guys have no clue. You do not have a clue in your brain as to what people are really grooving to, what's really happening in music. You're completely divorced from it. It's obscene that you even get up there and try to pretend you're doing this, try to fool everybody for one night. I mean, there's only a few things that happen a year like this, where a bunch of musicians get together and they pull this cornball crap and try to shove it down your throat. And everybody that listens to me and all the rest of you guys out there that are paying attention to things like Rock Rage Radio, as I mentioned before, and Metal Devastation and all the different blogs and stuff like that, you guys know. So this has been a problem that is getting worse and worse and worse and worse. There's just this giant disconnect between where people really go for information and entertainment and inspiration, and what the corporate media is trying to tell you they're doing. They're not doing any of that stuff. So don't be discouraged by the Grammy Awards. I think this is just another symptom. Rob Chapman has a video where he talks about how these music has just moved. And what has happened is the Grammys and Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, they haven't moved with it. These are the same people that thought that Napster was never going to, that like downloading was never going to happen. I mean, that's still that kind of thinking. They're just completely out of touch. So what's my point? My point is, this is just another example of this huge problem. And the new, rock has always been about sticking it to the man. And the new man is the corptocracy. I don't really think you could blame I don't think you blame the government for this one. But although some of my friends, some of my fellow YouTubers and podcasters might. But anyways, guys, rock, you guys know where to find great rock. I don't need to tell you that right now. But I just wanted to comment on this. We'll put the link to what Eddie had to say about it. He just said it so well. He went off. He doesn't usually curse a lot, but he let some F-bombs fly. I was like, the whole time, like, go, 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 go. Check it out. So we'll put it in the links here below. Guys, thanks for listening. You're listening to the Ludini Rock and Roll Circus. This is my daily rock and rant. You can go to LudiniRockandRollCircus.com, and we'll catch you guys all in the next Rock and Roll Circus. Thanks for hanging out.